Friends rightly call him a live cricket encyclopedia. And why not? Shantaram is a die-hard cricket fan. And today was the day he was waiting for a very, very long time. India versus Australia in the finals. After witnessing a superb bowling performance of India in the first half, Shantaram was quite sure that India will be lifting the cup. While watching India's batting performance in the second phase, Shantaram went up and went outside to have a cup of coffee. He then came back, and to his dismay, he noticed that India has lost a key wicket. Look at those crazy fellows. One good chance they have got to be sorties, and they are beeping it up, said Shantaram angrily to himself. And this sequence repeated a couple of times. He went outside, came back, and India lost a wicket. He started to get desperate, and his mind was being grappled by something. He decided that he will watch the entire match sitting on his sofa and will not move. With more ups and downs, however, without losing a wicket, India won the game. Shantaram perhaps was the most happiest soul in the world that moment. But do you realize he became a victim of one of the most incomprehensible phenomenon in the world? Any idea what this phenomenon is? Toastmasters and guests, the phenomenon is superstition, which has gripped millions of people around the world centuries after centuries, and has forced them to believe in something that cannot be explained by normal equations of cause and effect. Today, I'm going to speak about how superstition influences us in a subtle way, and how can we take a small step forward to start curbing it. Well, most of the superstitions are usually harmless. For example, one wants to wear his lucky shirt or tie in an interview, or he wants to give an exam with his lucky pen. What's the problem in it? Superstition is so strong that it leads you to attribute your success to something outside yourself. This inherently means that you are held back from unleashing your own strengths, abilities, skills. Loss in confidence. First problem. The next is, even if something negative happens, the person is not going to attribute the failure to the superstition. Instead, he will start blaming it to some other factors. And I happen to witness a perfect example of this in the recently concluded Indian Premier League. Matches after matches, Mumbai Indians kept on losing. However, Mrs. Neeta Ambani, owner of the Mumbai team, was not willing to give up her superstition of having Sid Zahi Khan and Praveen Amre beside her, matches after matches. One never kills his or her own superstition. And because of this, the pile of superstition keeps on growing and growing and growing. And we pass this baggage to our children, who follow them blindly. Second problem. Superstition is a part of the very being of humanity, and to remove it completely from the system is next to impossible. Even the great philosophers, scientists, presidents, prime ministers were and are superstitious. So how do we solve this problem? Well, we can make a brilliant start to overcome our beliefs by start taking risk in not so important tasks. And then we can increase our risk appetite. But not so important tasks, I mean, wherein the failure does not hamper us in any way. Like in the case of Shantaram. If India loses the match, what's going to happen? Nothing. Take chances. I remember when I was in 11th standard, my obdurate mind instructed me to do a lot of crazy things. Kapil, hold your breath for 45 seconds and you are if you do it, you are going to do well in the next exam. And I was like, 45, 35, 25, 15, 10, 9. I was just wasting my time. I wanted to get rid of it. And I started taking risks. Okay, I'll not do this, instead I'll study. The risk paid off. And I started believing in my abilities. Since then, I've tasted many successes and failures. However, whenever I save a success, I know exactly who I need to congratulate. It's only me, not the superstition. This gave me a boost of confidence and allowed me to slowly kill all my superstitions. And believe it, you all can try this. To conclude, I would just like to say that these small rituals of magic have become so much part of our culture that we hardly question them. Forget about questioning them, we don't even notice them. My appeal to everyone sitting over here today is, don't let yourself become prisoner of your own fears. Don't let superstition rule your mind and wreck your life. Instead, try hard, real hard, to overcome your fears by inspiring confidence in yourself, by inspiring authority in your decisions, by inspiring trust in your actions. You will soon meet a person who is truly you, full of self-belief, self-assurance, and confidence, and not someone like Shanta. Over to you.
Staying on superstition,